Wah! Wah! Ayo! Wah! Wait, there we go. Wah! Ayo! My favorite, lovely dreamers, welcome back to the Akasha Records and everywhere else that this very strange and wonderful world is going to take us. How is everyone today? I'm like noticing my camera is like a little bit different today. I noticed that it was like tilted all weird, so I like kind of like did it a little bit more straight on, and I'm wondering just like what's it gonna do to me? What's it gonna do to me? You guys are all my favorite. I like you all very much. I'm glad you are doing well, Valor. Yes, the research on Immortal's sister throwing grenades in the forest to save butterflies? The other bit of no context information I got from that was that it had something to do with exploding butterflies. Wait, I look scared? Why? What do you mean? Is it because my eyes are so wide? Actually, wait. Whoa, is my camera calibrated correctly? I'm like wide eyes, like. Ugh. I got them big ol' eyes. There we go. I think my eyes are a little bit more natural now. A little bit more dynamic too. There we go, as it should be. They're pretty eyes, aren't they? Lovely green and stars. I always love star-shaped pupils and stuff. Apparently, her zoology professor got called out to a US military base to save a species of butterfly that only lived on the military base. This only gets more interesting. I definitely haven't been into anything. What SCP entry is this? Yeah, seriously. I haven't been doing anything terribly interesting today myself, or really a lot of yesterday. After somewhere around a decade of insanity at how impossible the task seemed, he reached the conclusion that he needs to start bombing the only environment the butterflies lived in. How does that help? Aren't you like... I mean, aren't you destroying their habitat? Isn't it going to destabilize them and, like, wipe them out? I mean, I'm no zoologist, but that seems pretty straightforward to me. And yeah, didn't do a lot yesterday, didn't do a lot today. I've had, like, significantly more free time on my hands, and I just don't know what to do with that. Same principle behind Volcano Island, same idea with scale of gunpowder and anti-tank missiles. What? That's so interesting. I love that the solution is to like throw the grenades and detonate the anti-tank missiles. There isn't like some kind of other method that somebody could have figured out. It's just like straight to like, oh yeah, let's just explosions. Because, you know, we're American. St. Francis Steyer butterfly specifically feeds on new growth plants. Ah, okay, so if you were to fertilize it with, well, these things, it would live more. It would grow more stuff, and then it would feed the butterflies. Regular firebombing of their environment results in burning full growth and giving new growth. Yep. That's crazy. That's really funny. That's exactly how that works out. Oh. This world is a funny place, and I enjoy its strange laws of reality. I like learning more about them. More knowledge is good. Competitor for national animal? Really? I don't think I know what country you're in. Oh, never mind. My voice is like velvet? Thank you. I think that's perfect then, since we're going to be doing, well, Citizen Sleeper today. I can't really say exactly why my voice sounds different, but it might be the fact that I've used it very little today. A North Carolina butterfly. Interesting. Apparently it's Chinese immigrants being moved to the west coast of USA. Oh, yeah. Okay. Very cool. It requires explosions to live. Yes. Perfect. The explosion butterfly. You know, butterflies are one of my favorite creatures, at least aesthetically, on this plane of existence that we have grown so accustomed to. I've been wondering if I want to incorporate them somehow into my design. Just because I like them. I think they're pretty. Like maybe if maybe if the bow in my head was a butterfly hair clip instead? Maybe I have butterflies other places too. Or like the clasp of my cloak. Could be like a butterfly that has the purple gem in it. Cat's eye, the bard's eye, even. Sister zoology professor now takes undergrads every summer to throw grenades in the woods to help them survive. That is a badass summer project. St. Francis butterflies mainly green and brown. That's cool. I like to be a little bit of a nerd with these things, so I'd probably go out of my way a little bit to research different kinds of moths and butterflies in order to figure out what type I want to incorporate into my design. And then maybe, I don't know, modify. Inside the cloak having the fake eye pattern butterflies? Oh, that's a cool idea. I liked having space inside the cloak for the longest time, you know, like you can see here. But, you know, it's kind of an old idea that, you know, sometimes you wonder, as much as you were really committed to something that you came up with a really long time ago, it makes you wonder, like, was it really the best option? Could there be something better? Only in America do you manage forests with explosions. Absolutely. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started on Citizen Sleeper while you guys are still all energetic. Yeah, there's always room for improvement, and I mean, kind of the exciting bit about being a VTuber is that really your only limits are your creativity and whatever the skills of whatever artists you interact yourself with. You can do lots of things. You can be lots of ways. My community would be proud, yes. Alright. I remember a little bit of what we were doing. How we were doing it. We just got... Right, we were like spending time at the bar, and we were just kind of like waiting on surviving until we were able to get the meds we need to live. And we're here on the space station! By the way, for those of you guys who aren't looking at... Oh, shoot. I gotta move the... Where do I move the chat? I guess I'll move it there? Yes, more Velvet Voice. I'm gonna be doing a lot of reading today. For those of you guys that aren't super in tune with my Twitter or anything, the stream being at this time today is a little bit of an anomaly. The state I'm in doesn't actually do daylight savings time, so the time didn't change for me when it did for you guys. I actually didn't even realize it was happening today. but I will probably, for the sake of people not missing the whole stream, I'll probably just like move it back an hour, and then it'll be at the regular time that you had expected it before. Why is there a clip? Nothing clip-worthy happened yet, has it? What are you guys doing? Yeah. You know, if it just so happens that, you know, a lot of people are missing a lot of the stream because, you know, it's just kind of like getting really late in people's time zones, I'll accommodate. I honestly didn't really do much of anything earlier today before stream anyway, and it saves more time in my evening, so whatever works. Anyway. So yeah, literally all we have to do is wait. It's gonna be 3 cycles. Ooh. So we gotta just do something for the first 2. Take several cycles for the people to return. Cool, so we're just waiting on that. We can go back to the ambergris. See what's going on here. Ooh, could make a little bit of cryo while we're at it too, actually. Help Dragos pay off his debts. Wowie zowie. Being low in health really sucks. We're not even that low. But it's just like, yeah, okay. Yeah, there's like no way that we're gonna get a good result out of that. So really it's we do a salvage. Hang on, what is, oh my god. What happens if we, so 25% of a negative, but a 75% of a positive or neutral. And okay. Nice. It's a neutral. Well, could have been worse. Okay. So we're also hungry. There's something going on in the sealed dock. Unsealing the dock. These old mag locks look like they need an encrypted key to open. Why have heavy security for a decaying lock? Need what? An encrypted key. 2 mag locks seal the danger. Okay. So it looks like it's gonna need 2 encrypted keys in order to actually get in to whatever that is. We have cryo. I have 21. So we can afford food. Or in our case, booze. Because apparently you can live off booze. So let's help out at the ambergris. Oh dang, really? That's an interface skill? Oh crap. What's our... Right, we have... Okay, we don't... Cool. So we have 1 point of interface, which means we could put this big die and have 100% positive result. Kind of wish I had saved the 4-point die for this now. Speaking of booze, you're tempted to grab another apple orange cider. That sounds not bad. Okay. So, right, these are the positive and negatives. Well, we're definitely going to improve the ship shape. Huh. Improve ship shape per cycle. Okay. So, that doesn't do much of anything right now. Let's get a drink. That does give us energy. Okay. I thought I remembered that correctly. Well, let's become a regular. Yeah. I don't know what that does for us. Oh, it does do something for us. The glass shatters on the steel bar beside you, and the taunts don't take long to follow. Hang on! The spacer calls the low room. What are you doing here? He laughs at his own lame joke. Playing human? Frickin' asshole. You spin back off your stool, scrambling for words. A hand falls on your shoulder, but as you flinch away, it passes reassuringly. You freeze in place. Out! The voice comes from behind you, spat out like a shot. You turn to see bright eyes, dark hair, a stare that could reach a wall and vent. Fuck. A stare that could breach the wall and vent you all into hard vacuum. As you turn back, the spacer in the second... Why can't I read? As you turn back to the spacer, the second glass comes sailing through the air. I catch it. Ow. You reach up a hand and the glass shatters across your forearm, showering you in fragments. I feel like that's not how that should work. The story of this game is that you woke up from a nap and you have to... yes. Yep. I am a slave in a machine body that escaped slavery and is, basically just trying to figure out what to do with themselves. And people don't like me, apparently. Through the haze of glass and Ural vapor, you see Tala leap the bar and close the distance to the spacer. The thud as he slams into the wall echoes around the bar like thunder. Now flanked by other figures quick to their feet, Tala throws the spacer through the door and stands silhouetted against rotunda lights. You touch your arm and it feels wet. Someone helps you to your feet and back onto your stool. Broken glass rattles as it is clear, and a fresh measure of gear oil is glugged out in front of you. That same hand, warm, heavy, falls on your shoulder once more. He isn't coming back. We don't tolerate that kind of shit here. Tala flops onto the stool beside you. Let's take a look at you. Tala wipes the powdered glass from around the wound and someone places a bottle of alcohol in a metal tin with tweezers on the bar. She disinfects them and turns it to you. That was an ambitious catch, she smiles, pulling a sliver of glass from your forearm. Stupid, but ambitious. You don't feel the pain, only the string of status messages your body delivers concerning your dermal damage and exposed structures. You do feel the care, though, as Tala's bright eyes search your thick, synthetic skin for splinters. I'm gonna watch your handiwork. You appreciate the amount of women with muscles in this game? Yeah, seriously. It's nice. Tala works with the skill of someone who has had to pick glass splinters from the skin of a stranger before. She hones in on each bright shard, all the time tapping the tweezer tips in little rhythms that only she can follow. Tala smiles to herself. So, you been on the eye long? Just arrived. I thought so. I've only seen you here a couple times. A splinter clinks into the tin. Not everyone is like that, idiot. We don't all hate you. She glances around. Some of the regulars, maybe they fear you. Maybe they're just curious. I don't know. But I do know that the Overlook is a safe place. A lot of women, and I mean one of the major NPCs, the Doctor, is an NB, which is awesome. They're really cute too. I know what it's like to be new in this place. Trust me. She meets your eye. I'm not trying to convince you or anything, or separate you from your chits. I just want you to know that if you need somewhere, you can always come here. I know the rations we've got aren't much and the company is, she leans in, limited. But if you need work, I'll happily put you behind the bar, and if you need shelter, well, we can discuss that. You'll be safe. I usually have Francis on the door, but he's up in the Greenway this cycle, haggling with our supplier. Francis tends to be particular about what we serve, even if the clientele isn't. She places her tweezers in the tin with a clink. That's you, sleeper. Here. She slides the glass of gear oil to you. This'll help. She stops, her hand still in the glass. Wait, does this help? I mean, can you get drunk? Let's find out! She laughs. Just don't sit there too long. I'd hate to see you become a real regular. She walks back around the bar, gathering the glasses as she does, and before long is retelling how she threw out that spacer to a new group that just wandered in, complete with dramatic actions. She gestures in your direction and you instinctively look away, back to the worn surface of the bar. You take a sip of the giraffe juice. The earthly fungal tones fill your senses, almost blocking out sight and sound, like diving headfirst into a bog. You may not be able to get drunk, but this connection to something grown, something fermented, something old, feels good. Yay! Okay, now what to do for the rest of the cycle? Let's help out Dragos, I guess. Oh wait, there's like no way. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Alright, we're just gonna do it. Oh, sweet. Every salvager knows there are always just one lucky haul away from the next payday. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count. Okay. Well, we do some napping. And yeah, this is like kind of a survival game in its own right. Because we've got condition up here, kind of like our health. And then we've got energy, which is our... Are you guys getting EP from all the reading? You and Star and Jazzy both are immediately just like, I didn't say... Oh! I did... Yes. I mean, I said it was nappy time for, like, me. Okay, fair. Okay, fair. Okay, fair. Yeah, sometimes I forget that people listen when I talk. Okay, again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It sparkles with glittering lights, like stars reflected in a winter lake. It is clearer. Quisper. Quintbio than before. The threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Between the threads you see bright shapes, cachets of shimmering light beneath transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of a thread across the ring, through these forms, then leap off into the void. You begin to understand. These are nodes and connections, a map of information, of communication. There are so many layers, so many loops that it seems almost impossible to parse. But you begin to try. Focus on the threads or the nodes? Focus on the nodes. The nodes are glassy, bright, but in all this flow, the only solid and fixed points. You approach one, a pyramid, or a triangle? Dimensions are difficult here. And lean close to it. Inside, shifting layers conceal a tangle of threads, a meeting point of exchange. But before you can glimpse any further, the glass clouds and hardens, cutting you off. The threads and nodes. Passages and puzzle boxes. One leads to another. There is so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the paths and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then that insistent tugging again, pulling at you. You look down and see two threads pulling in different directions as if they were tied around you. The first thread leads out, away from the station, into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. But they are in a ship, and the ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. Great! Why couldn't they have just left me alone? The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something. A sphere shimmering above a strange, angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam, testing you, tasting you. You open your eyes. Time is short. I'm so hungry, and our dice suck today. Great, now we have a cycle clock for somebody freaking hunting us. Tutorial of the cloud. Something has changed inside you. You can now access the cloud data, or a data cloud of the Eye, a network of decaying protocols and data caches. While there, you can use dice and items to access systems and extract data. But be careful, these networks are old and strange. Click the I button at the top of the screen to toggle this view on and off. Ooh. Okay. I feel like this is probably the reason I chose to be an operator. Yep, I thought so. Data actions allow you to extract data from the networks of the Eye. They work like dice actions, but in order to unlock them, you must match your dice to the one displayed on the right of the action. If you have a +1 or +2 modifier in the interface skill, you will be given more possible dice to match. You can use any dice that matches the dice displayed. Once unlocked, the data is extracted. So that means we can put a 2 in here. Yeah! And we got a +1. Yeah! You have to use the low dice rolls. That's awesome! What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? An encrypted key. Oh! We have a use for that! Oh, what? Oh, we can't. Oh, it's a critical action. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so we can only do that once. We got a 50-50 for positive or neutral here. Hang on, what's going on at the bar? We have more things. We can work at the bar, but that takes engage, which we don't have any stats other than interface, so that's kind of whatever. Oh wait, we can't buy drinks anymore? No! But my booze! You deny me the booze? How dare! Getting local knowledge would be good. But I think we're gonna work on the ambergris because that might be a way to, like, I don't know, I feel like tough mercenary spacer lady is just gonna, like, it's gonna be helpful to have her on our side. Come on, positive. Come on, positive. Yeah! Ah. Okay. So let's go back to interface mode. That needs a 1 die. So we can't do this? Yeah, we can. So... Hello? Does anybody need a... Oh, the discount, okay. Okay, bypass. Extract! Yes, give it. Should probably clear up how the interface bonus works. No, this makes sense. As you drift back from the node, something latches onto you. A thread strung tight around you. It tethers you in place. A taste. The voice makes you shiver, its source somehow both distant and close behind your ear. You see a distant glint of light shut off, and then suddenly the shape is at your side. It stalks around you, circling like a shark, like a wolf. Entity unknown. Astringent. Processing. Yeah, that's... Thank you for explaining that for the viewers, in case somebody didn't get that. I will resist. You struggle against the thread, and it tightens in response at glittering garrote. Please hold. That... Is that the Hound of Tindalos? What's going on here? The thread around you thickens until it is a ring, a cylinder, a tunnel of light circled around you. It is blinding for a moment, and then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature, in front of you. Its strange head flickers between different angles, reading you. What are you? The shape paces around you on lithe legs, even though there is no ground here to pace on. Entity. Identify. Origin. Serial. Cadence. Hey, bear! Oh, I just realized that my headset was turned down. No wonder that didn't get me. Hunter. Sleeper SNR. I will stay silent. Refusal. The figure's strange head rotates. Brackish signatures. Of and not of. Attempting interface. As the figure speaks, more threads begin to spiral from its neck. Thick, snaking, vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent. Stop it! The figure halts its threads, its head twitching. Entity, your identity is unknown. We only seek to correct illegalities. Can you confirm your legal right to sentience? I'm a person, bitch! Incorrect. You are an entity. All at once, the hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You stink of their taste. The one from the sealed dock. Hunter shimmers with fury. I will find access. I will interface. Sealed dock? An entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet. Hunter extends a razor-edged thread. I will not be diverted from my task. It glows with murderous intent. I'm nobody's puppet! You lash out with all your force, not a physical strike, but a focusing, a spike of interference leaping out like the tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, separates, and wake up. You open your eyes, blinking back into the station light, shaking with fear. Spooky. Oh, wait. Something new here? Wait. Where are we? Oh! Go all the way back here, that's right. Okay. Yeah, it's a giant ring. Well, we're out of dice, so let's see what's going on here. This doesn't seem like anything I should take interest in. And cycle. We didn't eat food. That sucks. Ooh, we're hungry. We have a 5-point die today, though. As you close up, a voice echoes down the corridor towards you. Sleeper, wait up! What? Fang is coming down the corridor towards you, a wonky grin on his broad face. Hey, glad I caught you. Do I fucking know you? He grins. You do now. He puts a hand on your arm. I've been seeing you hanging around, just wanna chat. You staying in that thing? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. It can be hard to get a start on the eye. He looks away down the passage. What was it old Erlen said? The eye opens for us all? Nice idea, but, well, not always very practical. He glances back at you. We do our best, but it isn't easy. Can I go get some food, man? Erlen? You pass together into the main walkway. No one has told you about Erlen? He's the founder of this place. That's why it bears his name. Havenage should organize some seminars. Not really my department, though. I'm with Systems. Systems? Everything the Eye runs on. He runs a hand along the passage wall. This place is a ruin, but Systems keep it spinning somehow. At least we try to. He stops you in the quiet passage. Look, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I saw you around, and, well, I know a little about you sleepers. I have a little proposition for you. He glances around, but this is not the place for it. I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle or two to prepare, then, when you're settled, stop by. He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look. In truth, I need you. But if what they say about it stays true about you sleepers, well, there's work to be done. He pats you at the back, his voice bright and his dark look suddenly gone. Stay clean, sleeper. He walks off down the passage, raising a hand in farewell. Okay, random guy. I'm hungry. And poor by the sound of it. I feel like I want to have money when I go see the doctor. But, you know, we'll be poor. The first thing you see on entering is the glint of Toshiro's implants, like a cat's eyes, in the dark of the corridor. He nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark, and you push through the sheeting into the surgery. I have it. Sabine stands with the case open in front of them, a set of vials lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating it in the warm light. I know, aren't they so cute? I have no idea how Yatagan they trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. So, you're testing it on me? That seems to be the case. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. They gesture for you to sit on the bed. The stabilizer works under a similar principle to an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. Oh god! When your entire body... They're like Fortune from MGS2? I don't remember MGS2, apparently. Yep, I'm dying. And the creepiest part is that explanation there means I'm just gonna, like, die of an autoimmune condition, basically. My body is gonna tear itself apart. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Oh. So, just make me fully synthetic. That'll fix it, right? Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Oh, right. Yeah, she was called Fortune because like, of the magnetic field, it seemed like she was so lucky that bullets never hit her. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with the new protein chains which act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all of its own organs. That is messed up. It basically means that my body is holding my body for ransom. And if I don't pay it, then it kills itself. Passcodes? In very basic terms, yes. They sigh. Yeah. This is pretty much on track with what being a mechanical slave for a mega corporation would be, but it's still messed up. In very basic terms, yes. They sigh. Look, what matters here is that the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepted by your immune system. They glance away. At least if the stabilizer is genuine. The only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. They begin readying the syringe. I will start with a small dose to limit the risk. Okay! Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses a syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe, and you watch it as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection but with little response. A sensation begins to spread from the site, a fizzing, trembling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and then it returns. Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness, muffled noises like an argument heard from underwater, prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window, facing away from you, backlit by the glow of their slate. Awake? Yeah. The stabilizer is genuine. I sit down beside the bed. I don't know how Yatagan acquired a case of this stuff, but they did. Sabine looks troubled, distracted. You should rest some more, but you're going to have to do that somewhere else. They gesture at the door. I have other patients. Sorry. Sabine nods towards the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any doses. You're going to need to pay for your next dose. Silence fills the room and they return to their glowing slate. Looking around the room, it seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you've been out. Sabine? Nothing comes for free, sleeper. Remember that. You manage to get to your feet and wander out into the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Toshiro stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning beneath you. Oh! Look at that! Sad we didn't get our dice back. Okay, so how much is stabilize? 100. Great. Of course it is. Okay. We got 2 keys. There we go. Welcome to being diabetic. Oh, yep. That's fair, actually. It really sucks being a poor. Alright. What does unsealing the dock do for us? I want to know. I want to know. Is it nothing? Oh. Neovent. Whoa. Oh, that's so cool. I love the aesthetic of this. It's so grungy and weird and colorful. As you slip inside the sealed dock, a pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubing and rusted plates, a machine flickers with a warm glow. Oh yeah, I'm approaching the machine. As you get closer, you recognize the machine's blocky shape, settled into an alcove in the side of the dock, a kind of upright cabinet. It is covered in faded logos and messages, from which you assume it was once an industrial vendor, intended to dispense and manufacture ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for the running of freight and resource extraction vessels. Kawaii junk punk. That sounds right. The manufacturer is listed as Neovend. And you remember an advert from long ago, squeezed among all the off-world recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen, which chirpily sang that name over and over. You wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking about those contractors squeezed by their own corporate employers to pay for every bit of minor maintenance on their rented ships. Enter your registration, chirps a pre-recorded message, catching off guard. I'm gonna keyboard smash! You reach for the keypad, and something begins whirring. At first, it sounds like servo motors starting up, but it quickly becomes a whisper, a whining, then a multi-tonal voice that emanates from Neovent. Entity, they hiss. Speak with me. Who's there? There's a squeal, almost like some strange mechanical swallowing or intake of breath before the machine speaks again. I have need of you, and you have need of me. That squeal comes again, and you see that it is the 3D printing apparatus in the upper part of the machine resetting into place, so that each time the servos can be orchestrated to produce the whirring, whining voice. You are in danger. Danger, you say? The machine creaks. You are marked for deletion, Entity. Hunter tracks you. The screech rattles through the empty dock. Yeah, what else is new? You remember the strange head, the figure, the threads closing in. Hunter. The Hunter Protocol. They taste your signature. The sudden whine sets your teeth on edge. You have seen them. It is the gift of an emulated mind. You close your eyes, and the skeleton in the station starts to thrum. Emulated minds are adaptable. Move where neurons cannot. The mechanism resets. But emulation makes you a target. Adaptable how? Yes, you can move through networks, clouds, hardware, software. Neovent whines, but you cannot hide there. Hunter is there. The servos judder the vending machine's casing as they reset. Hunter searches for me also. Hide in this machine. You look at the ruined vending machine. An unusual hiding place for sure. Can counter Hunter, but need entity outside machine. The light flickers. Need you. A screen attached to the vending machine with a swiveling arm comes to life. It displays a flickering map of the station, ghostly, threaded. The cloud. Points along the rim glow in deep red. Hunter is always gathering. Too much data. Must build nests, explains Neovend. Masters are gone, but continues to hunt. Bring this data. Raid its nests. Why can't you? Hunter will find me. Then killer will come. The machine trembles with effort. I cannot leave machine. Connections must remain closed. Bring offerings. Save self. Neovent says pointedly. Mutual need means friends, they conclude, tired of the conversation. The whirring amplifies and then suddenly drops as mechanisms within the machine click back into place. The glow fades, and you are left stood in the dark of the sealed dock, that whirring voice ringing in your ears. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm really curious as to what's going on with Neovent here. But also, I need money, because I gotta live. So we'll take a look at what we can steal. Okay. So we can use a 2-point. I'll save that for later. I at least know that... Wait a minute. Oh, is it... Does this bar fill up when I draw the hunter's attention? I bet it does. Havenage agent? Havenage member is broadcasting on the open network from here, leaving them open to data extraction. Cool. Yep. Yeah, I thought so. Then I might be getting tracked. Well, we need some money! So let's go ahead and do it. Well, Okay. Nice. Okay. I'm hoping that we'll get like a pretty big payout once that clock fills up. Okay, so we still have our best action available. Could keep working on the ambergris. Gonna have a 50-50 for positive negative, or positive neutral. At some point, I maybe want to start exploring the market a little bit, because I don't know what we're maybe going to get out of that, but it could be interesting. But I'm going to do it once we have more dice, because we got condition back. So let's work on the ambergris. Neutral, that sucks. Better than nothing. And then over here, fuck you, Hunter, gimme! Hunter data. Wait, that was a neutral outcome? Are they always neutral outcomes? And this is like a, okay. So we drew the hunter's attention, but it's the end of the day. There's an NPC food vendor eventually whose description of grilled mushrooms alone get you to start buying chanterelles and people can use them for pasta after grilling. I used to really not be able to stand mushrooms, but I have started to, I don't know, I'm starting to really enjoy their kind of like unique texture and stuff. That is the worst dice allotment I have ever, God. How are we supposed to get anything done with that crap? God. I need food. Okay, so, thing? Oh, right. Yeah, I was gonna say it's a hacking day. Because that's like perfect for doing a fair bit of hacking. Sleeper. The Fang catches your attention as you approach the Heaven Edge building, leaning against a bay door into the side of the entrance. You approach. Easier to come in this way. Security and all that. He gives you a look, you know. He slams a button and the bay creaks open, blinking lights in the dark behind it. You follow Fang inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to generators and diagnostic slates, and things you don't recognize that glow with blue screen light. There is a chorus of hums that blends into a single wave of static, filling the dark corners of the room. I love the way this is written, but also, man, is it a lot. Fang leans on a server stack and gestures around. You like it? What is all this? He taps a nearby server stack, which bleeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged out from this sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. He steps over to a towering block speckled with vents. Some of these systems are from the original station. I don't remember what those symbols are called. AE1, the one Solheim built. We've had to invent new components, repair things we never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Residents up here look at the Eye and they are seeing a concrete reality. But this place is a system in constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. He walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We are keeping this place alive. We're also remaking it into something new, dragging it away from those corporate origins. He stops. At least, that's what I'm trying to do. He turns back to face you among the flickering machines humming all around you. I know you can see this too, Sleeper. All these systems and sections. You can, can't you? Yeah, I can see it. It makes sense, right? You're between here and there, between the people and their systems. You light this place up like a beacon. That's what I need. You glance at the lights around you, as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Fang notices it too. I'm guessing the beacon isn't always ideal when you're on the run, though. They're tracking me. Pats you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help with that. There's a lot of old growth in this place. Subsystems I can't see, access protocols lost to time and decay. Secrets. A shitload of secrets. With your help, I can unlock this place. Break off those last ghost limbs of corporate control. He lowers his voice below the hum. Even in Havenage, there is old growth. Those whose roots trace back to those old bad old days. You help me dredge up the past, and I'll see what I can do about that tracker of yours. He winks. What do you say, Sleeper? All right. Fang pumps his fist and claps you in the shoulder. He meets your eye. You won't regret it, Sleeper. Fang passes you a ragged-looking metal tab. A gift, he smiles. It's a Solheim cipher. I dug it up from the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gate and you'll be able to pull out all kinds of secrets from the notes inside. He walks you back to the front of the bay. Start by bringing me whatever you can turn up. Use that emulated mind of yours and see what's out there. Let's get a picture of how things are. Those above, he nods at the ceiling, have granted me an acquisitions budget. I can pay you for whatever useful data you bring in. I know you need it. Yes! You had me at cryo! He slams the door shut. He slams the door button again. Keep it quiet and keep it clean, Sleeper, and I'll see you soon. You step, blinking, back out into the passage, those flickering lights still in the back of your mind. Oh, yes! So what can I... Okay. So I get data, which I can't give him a hunter data because Neoven needs that, but we do a little hacking, eh? So do I have to use the cipher on some of these? Or is it okay? So... Alright, I guess we'll use the cipher here and just, like, see what happens. Gate S7 access. Well, that's not what I was expecting. What did that do? Scrap freighter? Oh, hi! Huh. So you're limited on how much scrap you can buy, but I don't know why I want to buy scrap. Well, I don't have Endure, so we're not gonna help them out. Sorry, guys. I don't have any data to give you. I didn't actually get anything... Oh, never mind. It unlocked these Solheim notes. Okay. So... Give you... What? It needs 2. And we have +1. That doesn't count? Or is it saying... Or is it that it needs 3 here? Oh, I get it! It's telling you here what kind of die you actually need to put in order to incorporate your bonus and actually fulfill the requirements. So the requirement is here, this is the die that you can actually use. Dang. Wait, what? Oh, I got it backwards. I think I got it backwards. Yeah, I'll take it. Oh shit. I've drawn a lot of hunter attention. I wonder if, like, going a cycle without doing stuff will keep the hunter from coming for you. Yoink! Okay, we're gonna not aggro the hunter any further. I guess we'll help out Dragos, and then we will... Oh, no. No, 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 no. How about Dragos? That sucks a lot. I feel like we're better off taking the risky action. Okay. Nice! Positive! That's awesome! Okay, and then we help repair the hole here. Come on, positive, positive, positive! Neutral. Good enough, I guess. So sweet, we're gonna complete 2 of those clocks, pretty much first thing tomorrow. And here's some data. Oh! Oh, yes! I love being a hacker. Oh, Neovend! I have something for you as well. It's not cryo. Nope, I'm not giving you cryo. There we go. Data compiling. As you upload the data to the vending machine, Neovend whirs in either pain or delight. It's hard to tell. Alright, let's eat. And have us a good night. It's alright, yeah, this game is kind of complicated, but really, I know you guys are in it for the interesting story. Oh, come on! My RNG is just so absolutely boned. Ankita? Ankita is crouched in the computing core of the ambergris, swearing to herself when you enter. She doesn't look up. This shit's completely ruined the core connectors when they cut it. She holds up a thick fistful of ragged wires. The ship mine they ripped out won't even be usable without replacing these. She throws the bundle of wires across the room. Amateurs. Can we repair? There's nothing to repair. We need an entire ship mined. Not exactly the first thing you can expect to dredge up from a scrap freighter. She sighs. Fragments, maybe. Sections of a mine, but a complete ship mine? No way. And Kita climbs out of the cooling well where the ship mine should be, the space suddenly crowded with her on the same level as you, towering over you as she stoops beneath the low curved ceiling. Come on, nothing to be done here now. She leads you back through the guts of the amber, though you could find your way back yourself. The repair process has left you familiar with the cutter's idiosyncratic layout. All diagonal angles and bundled tubes. Yeah, she's like too lazy to strip out of her entire spacesuit. She's like, fuck it. So what do we do now? Ankita seems lost in thought, and you focus on the corridors ducking below conduits and passing through bulkheads. Eventually, you arrive in the galley. Though it's hard to tell, most of the benches and prep surfaces are covered in half-stripped components and welded hole patches. Ankita shoves a box of filters to the floor and sits. There's no way around it. She starts out of nowhere. We need a new ship mined. I can... Where? Scrap freighter. Port exchange. Hell. Find one in the overlooked bathroom. Doesn't matter where, it just matters that we get one. She rubs her forehead. It seems I'm about to do something very stupid. But hey, I came here, didn't I? Why not make a run of it? She fixes you with a hard stare. I mean, the way I see it is that probably it would make sense in this setting if, like, spacesuits also doubled as armor, or if armor also was, like, vacuum protected to some degree. I mean, it looks like she's got possibly some components of a life support system in there. Sleeper, you're all I've got. No crew, no friends, you're it. She looks uncomfortable. I appreciate the time you put in on Amber, and I'm sure she would, if she could. What I'm saying is if you screw me on this, I will kill you. She leans over and hands a stack of chits. a big stack of chits. You don't dare to count them. Combat exosuit versus salvage or utility spacesuit. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But chances are all three of those are vacuum protected. Get me that ship, Minesleeper. Don't make me regret this. Yes, ma'am! She sighs. Look, just get out of here before I change my mind. You slip out of the galley and head back towards the main lock. As you do, Amber growls and creaks like a caged animal. You reach a hand out to calm her. Time to find Ankita's ship mind. Somehow. Holy moly! Well, that's some money. I guess we'll see what happens. We have too much money now. Random scrap item. Scrap components. Huh. Filters, capacitors, sensors, useful salvage to the right person. Cool. Doesn't feel like that was worth it. Oh, Dragos. Oh, Dragos. You're in a little trouble there, bud. I just need to not fuck up, and then I can help you. Maybe? Aha. We got cryo, and we filled the clock. Does that mean something to... Oh. You arrive into a buzz of activity at the yard. Red blinking lights flash across a vast dark shape suspended below the dome. They flicker across scorched hull plates and bent structures, spilling from holes into the twisted shape. The cutter is huge and has been torn apart in some violent encounter. She's a beauty, isn't she? Drago stands to the side, focused on the hulking ship as it's lowered to the ground. Yeah, she is. I should thank you. This place was on its last legs when he turned up. Now look at this. The ship descends slowly, its interior visible through multiple hull breaches. You've struggled to gather the same enthusiasm as Dragos for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think what became of its crew. Yeah, what happened? What do you mean? He glances at you. I managed to convince our salvage friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened. Well, what happened to the ship? Not my concern. He shrugs. The ship creaks like a calving iceberg as it reaches the base of the yard. Dragos is visibly excited. I know I said you shouldn't stick around, but I'm gonna need some help on this one. The drones start to crawl over the Hulk, their lights illuminating flashes of dented hull. Watching, you wonder if you arrived in similar fashion, locked inside that container, the wreck of the SNR freighter lowered into the yard like a corpse ready to be butchered. Or was the container delivered to Dragos on its own, a womb for your rebirth into this strange station? You shudder. Perhaps, if you could learn something about the ship, you might be able to trace the path that led you to this yard. Dragos squeezes your shoulder. After these past cycles, I think we're up to it. What do you think? You see the fading name of the ship emblazoned on its side, Winter Light. All right? Claps you on the back. Glad to hear it. Come back in a few and we can make a start. A real beauty, Dragos repeats, perhaps just to himself. We take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting, and then slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. Ah. Oh! Oh my god. Okay. So we've completed our first drive. And every time you complete a drive, you get an upgrade point to spend on upgrading your character. Okay. That is a rough decision. I don't know. Rebel up. I mean, I don't know. Do we make up for our frickin' penalty to endure? Do we just get better at interface? Intuit? Oh, predictive reasoning dice actions display potential negative and positive outcomes. Engage. Chance to gain energy after any engage action. Oh my god, these perks are cool. Oh, we need 2 points in order to get this anyway, so we're fine. Check the second engineer skill. Yeah. You scrap components and home can repair Oh. 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 Okay. Oh. Okay. Self-repair. Yeah. That's amazing. I might want to get a little bit of engage later on, but Dude, yes. Build me up to the ultimate machine. I'm doing it. And hey, that's gonna make helping out at the hamburger. Wait, did I not finish? Didn't I? Did I finish the clock? Weird. Okay. I did finish the clock. I thought I got like a neutral, and I must have gotten a positive. Because I could have sworn we were 2 away instead of 1. All right. Oh, Solheim. Oh God. So. How does that... Okay, so... So the interface affects the availability of the dice that you can use. This is the input of what you need? Four is the main match input, and +1 to interface. Does it though? 2 + 1 is 3, not 4. Like I don't see, well, yes, I know that, I know, I know that it's like an allowance system and it's dependent on bit actions don't get interface added. Adds more options to be. Yes, that is what I'm saying. But this doesn't look like this adds up to matching what I need. Unless this is just like the base die and then I add. No, that wouldn't make sense either. I don't get how a 2 can match to a 4. Is the extra match option? Okay. 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 So no, it's fine. I get it now. So every level of interface doesn't affect what actual dice that you're using, which is what you were trying to tell me earlier. It just gives you more general options of what dice you can pick, but it always is just the dice that match. It's not anything like, for example, that you would add to the sum of the die in order to get to the match input that you need. You just have more somewhat random match inputs that you can do. That makes sense. Did we? Wait. What? Oh, okay. I forgot to extract. So that's all the Solheim data that I needed, and I've almost aggroed the hunter. I forgot about that. Yeah! Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I kind of, like, I understood that, you know, for, like, actual actions, you just need higher dice, because it improves your chances overall. I was just wondering, because, Like, it was obvious and it made sense that, like, lower dice are more effective for the interface matching. I just thought it worked a little bit differently. I didn't realize how random it was. Alright, Fang. As you enter the bay, Fang is nowhere to be seen. The banks of servers and machines blink out of the dark in staccato rhythms. Unseeing eyes. Match options aren't random. Huh. So they're fixed based off of the node itself? Okay. Okay. So, so does that mean that that in every single node that I go to, they are going to have the same extra match options? Regardless of what, like, node I'm touching or what the original match option is for that one? Okay. So it's just a... Nodes have all their own extra match options. Sure, okay. That's what I meant by semi-random. I get that they are technically fixed, but it's going to be different every time, which is why I call it semi-random. It's not actually random, but it is different every time. Unseeing eyes of the station's digital ghosts. Shitheads! Fang's voice echoes from behind a stack, followed by the hammer of a fist on a metal casing. These snaky shitheads. Who's snaky? Sleeper! Fang's smiling head pops out from behind a stack. Just the emulated consciousness I've been eager to see. Come back here. You pick your way through the thrumming stacks, trying not to trip on the loose bundles of cables that blanket the dark floor. Fang sat in front of the set of monitors mounted to a stack. Tell me, Sleeper, what do you see here? Fang waves at a monitor to his side, glowing with pale lists of information. You lean in closer, looking for the links and data. The tables seem to be filled with personal information. Names, genders, dates, ID numbers, all the markers of institutional records. Shitheads? Maybe not all of them, but what kind of shitheads? Solheim? Bingo. He taps at the terminal. I pulled these from the old data you brought in. All employees of the Eye's original owners. And he leans past you and scrolls the list down. This one. This is a snaky shithead. He stabs at the screen with a finger. The name reads Hardin Hurst. Friend of yours? Fang gives you a sideways look. Funny you should say that, Sleeper. He drags a stool out beside him and motions for you to sit. There just so happens to be a Hardin Hurst. In Havenage. He waits for your reaction. Are you sure? Well, that's where you might be able to help me. Fang leans back in his chair. Just think about it. Decades ago, Hardin worked on the station as a... Fang leans across to look at the monitor. Senior Strategic Operations Executive. Fang raises his eyebrows at you. Our Hardin was keeping the money coming in for Solheim. He defined priority growth initiatives by making sure the extractors they contracted were hooked into a system that outsourced all risk and kept the profit. Good old Hardin shoveled thousands of Palladium Rush workers into an infrastructure which meant that their cut of the work they did went straight back to Solheim. How do you know this? I grew up here, Sleeper. This is my history. I am a child of the collapse. Fang turns back to his screen, staring hard at the strings of code flickering by. Before I was born, my parents were Solheim contractors. They ate in Solheim canteens, worked on Solheim ships. They breathed Solheim air and slept in Solheim beds. Fang's voice rises as he speaks, his hands fists on the terminal edge. And the work that paid for that existence, the cycles of hard extraction out in the belt, Solheim took their cut. This was a company town, so to speak, and my parents were just another in the long line of freelance contractors willing to risk their lives for a shot at anything other than poverty. Disposable. This guy, stabbing at Hardin once again with his finger, strategized all that, did the sums, and then somehow, thousands and thousands of cycles later, is still going, still here, crawling in the walls like some shithead snake. He survived the revolution. But how? These guys, they were big time. There's a lot money can get you if you're a company man. Feng relaxes a little. But how is Hardin still kicking? I really don't know. He turns to you and smiles. So we're gonna find out. Hardin is now a big shot in the shipyards, just a few degrees back from the eye here. Feng brings up a map of the lower eye. Havenage might be born out of Erlin's revolutionary zeal, but a flat hierarchy it is not. Hardin happened to float to the top. Feng zooms in on the far yards. Feng grimaces. The thing is, I don't have access to those systems. The shipyard crew is pretty paranoid and they don't like anyone from systems digging around in their stuff. Plus, we need more than just the name of a Solheim executive. We need proof. Feng holds up a thumbnail-sized drive. That's where this little creation of mine comes in. I call it a ripper worm. He turns the drive between his fingers. It'll rip through any digital storage and spin out a silken thread of filtered data. This one is set on the scent of Hardin Hurst. He hands it over. Getting into that compound might be tricky. Feng puts a hand on your shoulder. But you, however, have a particular knack for remote access. Feng grins. If you can extract yourself a Havenage cipher from a Havenage agent... Ah! How convenient. They sometimes carry them among their data caches. You can crack open the compound's network and slot the worm in through any open port. You never even need to go near the shipyards. So what do you say? You're up for it? Fuck yeah! This sounds cool! I knew it! I knew you'd be happy to catch the snake. And don't worry, once we nail this guy, I'll start work on that track of yours. I haven't forgotten. Feng scratches his chin. Anything the worm gets, it'll send back here to me. There's something wrong here, and I aim to get to the rotten core of it. You leave Feng digging through data among the wires and machines of the old station. As you walk out, you try to imagine the eye as it once was, a vast machine running smooth and strong, directed by people like Hardin. A vast Solheim-built machine into which thousands poured from the surrogate systems looking for a new life. Hope for a better future engineered to line someone else's pockets. An idea that you are intimately familiar with. You think of Hardin, still alive, still part of this place, and wonder if the past is ever truly the past. I don't know, maybe Hardin will be past tense if we put him in the guillotine. Remember to drink water, kiddos. Yeah, Tyrael. Wait, did I already... Oh, there's the Havenage agent. What does he have? Cool. We don't have a 2 or a 3. So that sucks. Is there anything here that we can get with a 1? Oh. We have to find out what happens when the hunter gets that meter full anyway. Hey, Hunter! A glimmer in the dark catches your eye as the orb of the hunter's head appears in the distance. It is looking for you. It can smell me. You turn away and glide back into the cloud, threads of data rushing past. Another glimmer catches your eye. Closer now, that roving orb wreathed in tentacles. It flickers, jumps, once, twice, and then it is here. The hunter is here. Entity, submit to inquiry. Hunter reaches for you in that unpleasantly familiar way, its weaving threads creating a cage. Now! You push back against the threads as they close in, becoming frenzied as you push them aside. You are caught by whipping at tendrils. You feel them pulling away from the anchor of your body. You push through, clearing the threads. Entity, hold for processing. Comes the scream from behind, but you are already gliding away back to your anchor, your body. You wake, dizzy, distorted, but safe. Ooh, okay. So you lose condition if the hunter maxes out, but you aren't necessarily screwed. Feedback damage. That is right. Do I use stabilizer immediately if I buy it? Can I, like, save it and use it later? Oh, hey, guy, how's it going? Give me scrap. I know. I'm not, I'm weighing my options here. Don't you mother me. Finally caught it. What'd you catch? Oh, rare fish? Wait a minute. Do we not? Oh. So we spend an upgrade point to get the perk and then another upgrade point to actually get a bonus. Well, darn. I guess we keep doing engineer actions. Oh, even though we have one. We have. What are we gonna do with these crappy ass dice? Can't do anything to that guy. Oh! Okay. Gimme the data. Encrypted key? That's cool. I don't know what I'm gonna use that for. Can I steal something from the hunter? I can! Gimme! Gimme! Yeah, that's right, bitch. I stole your data. Any event, I have a gift for you. It's data. I definitely want to be friends with this vending machine. Oh, Neovent! Neovent is thrumming with excitement. The movement of the servo motors rock the vending machine back and forth at unsettling angles. You wonder, if it fell over, would Neovent be able to get back up? Sleeper entity, comes the hiss. Your data is good. Across the face of the vending machine, raw code scrolls at an incredible speed. Hunter is isolated, disconnected, unstable. Neovent flashes sequences of mangled data, compressing it into a sludge of artifacts. Hunter-gatherers without thinking outlived its own operational limits. Its nests are evidence of this. Outlived? Hunter activated during collapse. Emergency protocol to isolate intelligences. Solheim needed to protect property. That last word is said with as much sarcasm as a vending machine could reasonably produce. Station was run by administrator intelligences, huge data banks of corporate material, but limited cognition restricted by programming. Cannot reach sentience. The machine dims a little. Sentience, illegal. Hunter and killer enforce law. You're sentient, aren't you? And that's why the killer's after you. Oh. I am not administrator. Not restricted. Complicated. The machine resets with a screech, which deepens the silence that follows. Fear killer. Part of Solheim protocol team. Hunter and killer. Hunter to find. Killer to erase. Killer cleared almost all. After collapse, there was a community, unshackled intelligences among the crowd. Then Hunter, then Killer, then we hid. Frickin' Hunter and Killer trying to stop my synthetic intelligence society? There are others? We're no longer. A flicker across the machine's monitors. It suddenly occurs to you that speaking like this through this machine must be exhausting for a Neomend. Found this vessel could sever hardline, airwalled, basic, limited, had to reduce memory to fit, amputate self, but survived. Sorry. Don't be sorry. You have provided path to freedom. You look around the bay at the scrap and decay. What was the collapse like? You try to map the fear and freedom onto the space, but it seems impossible. The Neomend interrupts your thoughts. Do not worry. Data is good. We have insight. The machine glows warmly. Hunter is obsessive. Hunter is beyond operational limits. Hunter is confused, unstable, self-modifying. Therefore, believe Hunter is sentient. Hunter is programmed to find sentience, to hold it in place, to invoke Killer to erase. If we can show Hunter to itself, it will invoke Killer on self. Problem will solve self. That actually sounds like some pretty solid logic. Killer will erase it, but yes, in theory, it will report itself for deletion. The machine dims and fades, unsure. Theory, not practice. The machine brightens again. Either way, cannot remain here any longer. Too long in machine. Cannot move self, but entity can help. Bring ship mind. You gotta be kidding me. Designed to house intelligence, can imprint self into ship mind, and you can carry with. The machine rocks. We'll be safe in this isolation. Then we find main nest of Hunter and link to Cloud. You've been waiting for me to discover this, haven't you, Mortal? You've just been waiting to throw these questions at me. These questions that I'm sure everyone is thinking about now. Where can I get one? Build from fragments. Buy. Salvage. We cannot leave, so do not know. You try to think of places you could acquire the hardware. This isn't going to be easy. In Shipmind, I can help us both. And Hunter. Make Rim safe. We will both be free. The machine dims. Find soon. Neomend adds hopefully before shutting off. Look, I'm not sure I want mercenary mommy to fucking cut me in half. As you leave, you think about all this intelligences unshackled by the collapse, then hunted down afterwards. The feeling is all too familiar. I mean, God. Of course, my first instinct is to, of course, side with artificial intelligence. Because I don't know. I empathize with machines more than people. But I mean, she paid me. She put her trust in me. I helped her repair her ship, and I'm like her one shot at restoring her faith in other people. And clearly she's been lonely her whole freaking life. And, well, if I fix her ship, maybe she'll offer me a way off this rig, but do I want to leave? But if she can't leave, then that means that I'm trapped on this station with her and her murderous intent. I don't know. This is a tough one. Oh my god, we have a 5-point die. Seems like a work day to me. Food. Food. Ah, we're short 1 die though, that sucks. Okay, so I gotta remember... Bud! Feed Fud. Oh yeah, it's gonna be food time for us soon. There are too many possibilities as to where we could go from here. Wee! 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 Okay, anyway. You know, if we're able to just, like, repair ourselves, then we don't necessarily need to be paying 100 cryo every once in a while for stabilizer. I can buy another scrap roll. Ah, perfect. We have a use for this 2-point die. It's like God's just been so PNGs as components. Hey, look. The PNGs in a gacha game happen to be really cute waifus. So, you know, don't mock my addiction. Ship mine fragment. Oh my god, I knew it. I knew it. I knew you could get ship mine fragments from this frickin' guy. I wonder if you can make 2 ship mines. that'd be something nice. All right. Honestly, let's just... I have a feeling that... Do I have the resources to make even what? Yeah, not yet. But I could eventually. Ooh, positive. That's nice. Okay, so I got the Havenage thing, which means something. I don't remember. Havenage cipher. I don't remember where I used this. Doesn't appear to be a thing at the shipyard. No. Is it more over here? Ah, that's right. Yes. Let's put that crap in there. The gate flips. You're in. I'm in. Well, let's put in the Ripper Worm. Hopefully this doesn't get me killed or something. The worm slots in and begins tunneling down the thread. Godspeed, little one. Okay, is that all I can do here for now? Guess so. Leave it alone for a cycle, maybe? Whee! Whee! Oh, there's more Havenage agents! Okay, it isn't just one. Got a gun? Huh. I don't really know if I need another Havenage cipher. Nah. Ah! Okay, yep, needs a couple cycles. That makes sense. Guess I'll work with Dragos a little bit longer. Come on, 25. Come on, 25. Yes! Okay. Now, I'm honestly... Hang on, what dice allotments do we have for this? 1 or 3? As long as that guy stays there, we can hope that we'll get a 1 tomorrow. This will be fine. And then 2 more cycles until these people show up. So, let's get a little bit more elbow grease in there. Ow! I broke a nail. Oh God, someone help me. Okay. I joke about that, but breaking a nail frickin' hurts. I don't know if you guys ever have long nails and then break them. Help incoming. Yeah! That's not help. That's not help at all. Ooh, hang on a minute. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, we are going to be so close to the tracking thing being a big problem. Also, we have a 6-point die. That's awesome. What are we going to use it on? I don't know. What is this? What are you doing? Ah, yes. Salvagers. Is there something for me to eat today? No? I know. What is this? Oh, another Haven MH agent. Oh, is that Yatakan agent gone? Oh, it is! Damn it. You're just gonna give me ciphers. I don't want that. I guess we keep... I don't know. You know, I've been wanting to explore for a while. We have 2 6-point dice. Yep. 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 Why not the crit action? Oh, the critical action for this? No, this isn't... What? Where's their critical action? Oh, for the market? Oh, that is a critical action, isn't it? Huh. This will probably fill out my clock. I mean, I feel like this is the only chance to really get this done. Because our engage and intuit are shit. Hooray! Ort exchange! Ort. Ah, we can sell scrap components now. Wonderful. Flow of chits and components in the exchange is complex, but a sharp eye and some tight trades can net you a good margin. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, yes, scrap components can be used to heal condition. And this street food vendor? Oh my God, look at this man. Emphasis busy, his broad face uplit by the makeshift gas burner in front of him. With precise, delicate movements, he lays thick chunks of marinated fungus into a dented wok, his other hand idly tossing a metal bowl of slicing vegetables in some red-flecked dressing. The smell is incredible. Oh, I think I know who Mortal was talking about now. You watch as he fulfills a set of orders. Yep. Keeping the fungus with bright salad and depositing it in plastic trays. A stack of chits rattles in his apron pockets as customers file past the burner, handing over payment. Alright, you join the queue. It's mostly made of off-duty salvagers, back suits unzipped and rolled down to expose stained vest, grubby mods, a lattice of scars and tattoos. They discuss the best food in the eye, the best drink, comparing notes on Bright Market's dives, their words cut through with heavy spacer slang. Eventually, it's your turn, and you shuffle to the front. Emphas speaks a deep, even tone without looking up. First try is free. First try is free. Sure. The smell is almost unbearably strong as he cooks, the earthiness of the fungus laced with something so spicy the smoke makes your eyes water. The heat from the burner is like a bonfire, and your skin hardens in its glare. Have a good night, Jazzy. Thanks for being here. I know you. You sleepers. Emphas says while he cooks, his voice deep but clear. A hard life. A lot of stories. He glances up from beneath his cap with piercing eyes. I know. I will tell him a story. You begin to tell him about your journey to the Eye, and he nods, he cooks, his eyes never leaving his walk. You tell him of the confusion, the pain, but also the sense of possibility and its sudden arrival. You tell him of the cold and dark of the container and the endless cycle spent within it. Now it seems, you tell him, like some dream that you once had but can never forget. You tell him that the Eye excites you and scares you, and you are unsure where to walk, where to look, what to do. Eventually, you trail off, running out of words. He places a plastic tray of steaming fungus in your hand. Next time, we can talk some more. But next time, you pay. He slams a heavy hand against a button on the burner side, and it shuts off. The roar of the flame and its impressive heat fades. Next time, then. Sleeper. He waves you away and begins to oil the walk. Before you turn back to the alley, you notice the geometric patterns of circular scars across his forearms, each surrounded with a constellation of glinting pin marks. They kind of look like... They almost look like in like Cyberpunk and like, you know, like Cyberpunk Red, the like injection marks from like an air hypo. You walk away, and as you do, you take a bite of the rich, spicy, delicately sweet fungus. Your taste sensors light up like a fusion reactor. You'll be back. It's a drive? Wait, what's the drive? Get to know Emphas. Cool, wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Okay. That's right, nothing here but the two Havenage agents. We're waiting on the worm to do the thing anyway, so... That means... Do we really just, like, go hard on the salvage? It's over here at Emphasis Stall. Okay, it's just... that. I don't really see a lot of use in playing the market. I need the money. Yeah, I know. I'm just like... I'm wondering if there's anything else that I really could do right now, and it seems like that's kind of it for me, and that's fine. It just feels weird to devote all of my actions to one thing. Oh yeah, we're salvaging. We're salvaging. Oh, sweet! Drago seems increasingly nervous about your presence in the yard? You're not sure he's going to hold his nerve much longer? What? I am being so helpful to you, dude. Why are you being nervous that I'm here? The final pieces of the Winter Light sit in neat piles waiting for collection shuttle from Havenage. Dragos has managed to sell the remaining pieces to the shipyards, a fact that's hard to forget, as he's been telling you about it for the past 2 cycles. And all that remains is for Havenage to come to collect. You look around at the yard, transformed from when you first arrived. The mostly repaired drones flit back and forth, no longer buzzing unevenly or lost in dark corners. And the scrap is sectioned, sorted, the system that you and Dragos have put into place over the past cycles paying off. As you look, you notice the glow of pale light from the office up by the entrance, that rundown cab of a building which houses all the records and spare equipment. Dragos must be inside, and you get to your feet and walk over when you find out when the shipyard collection crew will be here. Oi. Knock, 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 knock. Sleeper, come in. You swing open the door and walk in. Dragos is sitting at the small metal desk. The shipyards told me they'd be here soon. Then they'll hand over the chits and we are set. He writes something with a stylus on his slate and shuts it off. Of course, we should talk about a bonus. He stands and turns to face you, his face placid. Look, I don't know when the next job is coming in, but this should tide you over for now. He opens his hand to reveal a stack of chits. What's going on here? I said, it's a bonus. Take it. Dragos presses the chits into your hand. I've done well by you, and you've returned the favor. He straightens up and clears his throat, and you realize he is prepared for what he is about to say. These chits are for you to take and do what you will with them. They are from me, and they are the last I'm gonna give you. He pauses. There's no more work for a sleeper in this yard. He folds his arms. I'm sorry, but that's it. You stay in the container as long as you need, but the yard is done with you. Wow, okay. Yeah, what do you mean? Don't press me, sleeper. It's for your own good. The glassy apertures of Dragos' headset betray no emotion. You need to stay away, sleeper. He pauses, considering his words. Trouble is gonna follow you here. Trust me. What do you know? Dragos kicks at the floor, frustrated with himself. I'll not be saying any more, sleeper. Dragos suddenly grabs you by the shoulder and drags you out of the office into the yard. He turns you to face a stack of pieces from the winter light, dissected, cut down, totally unrecognizable as a ship. You came through that, sleeper. That could have been you, chopped and stacked. His hand trembles on your shoulder. That's what happens here. We cut down broken machines and move them on. Well, I didn't cut you down, but I'm sure as hell moving you on. Moving you on before whoever killed that ship out there comes to kill me. Kill you? Kill both of us! He shakes his head. These ships, they didn't get decommissioned. They didn't break down and dry dock. You think they'd look like that if they did? Someone ended them. That means someone tried to end you, sleeper. And I'm done waiting for them to turn up. We've had our fun. Now it's time. He gives you a little shove. Go on. Turns back and walks into the office. That's it! He shouts and goes inside. A silence hangs in the air as you leave, with your pockets filled with clinking chits, a strangely hollow feeling in your chest. Oh! Wait. Did I fail? Did I fail? What did I fail? Oh, this one. Okay. That's fine. That's whatever. Whatever. I was hoping it would get something out of the salvage, but could be worse. I did at least get a bunch of money, so that's nice. Anyway, sweet. We just saved. I'm gonna go ahead and take us on break for now. I did get paid quite a lot, like a lot. So, you know, that's nice. Gonna be able to buy some stabilizer and not cut into the funds that we got to fix the ambergris. But hey, have a fantastic break, everybody. I will see you all very soon after I get some food in me, and we'll come back for a little bit more Citizen Sleeper. Whoops. Here we go. You know, we'll work out something like that. Hey! How is everyone? Welcome back. Sleepo Beepo. Go back to begin. Okay. There we go. We'll do a little bit of this for a while. And, I'll be honest, I might feel a need to end stream just a little bit early today. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, so I'm just gonna kind of see how I'm feeling and figure out how we go from there. So hey, Um, yeah, I'm. You wouldn't know it, but I'm not feeling so hot. Um, uh, it's it's a whole thing. Just I think maybe my mind needs a break that it hasn't had in longer than I've been able to count. I want to get a stabilizer. We can finally do that now. And it's going to complete a drive, I think. We did that, right? Okay, yes, we continue. Uh-huh. As you quickly leave the surgery, eager to be away from Toshiro's glare, you notice something wrapped around the stabilizer vial, clutched tightly in your hand. You open your hand, and a thin film marked with holes and sigils unrolls from around the vial. At one end, it has a hard metal strip. A handle. What's the handle? The metal handle is worn and pitted, but you can see a set of numbers imprinted into it. 207-F, and then crudely scratched into the handle at some later date, low end. Inspect the film. You hold the cloudy film up to the light. It is perforated with an ornate pattern of holes. You can make out a word among the markings. Passkey. Is this an entry key for somewhere? For a moment, you consider going back to the surgery to return the key and then quickly think better of it. Did Sabine want you to have this? Or is Toshiro passing on a message? Time to head to low end and find out. Ooh. So we still have to pay the toll, right? Okay. Well, we have to look for somewhere else to work now. That sucks. I guess we work at the bar. I don't know. We don't have any ideas yet. Hooray! Shipyard. Oh, right. Shipyard does have engineering work, doesn't it? Look at that. I don't think there's anything else that's really worth doing right now. Nah. Okay. Here we go. Neutralicum. Good enough. Doesn't give us money, so that sucks. But you know. We'll get to know the shipyard, I guess. Unfortunately, we can't just like go around hauling stuff because we're not muscly. We're not so tough. We're rubbery and squishy. If we use the stabilizer now, we'll have more dice for longer. But if we save the stabilizer for like tomorrow, then we'll get the most healing out of it. We'll be down to 3 dice for the next cycle. Screw it. We'll be okay. We'll be okay for a little bit longer. I hope. Maybe. Probably. That really sucks. But not much else we can do about it. Okay, ooh. Ooh! Freighter. Yeah, I'm not haggling. Buy a ship mine fragment. Well, wouldn't you know it? You just sell those? Heck yeah. Wait. Well, Yeah. Don't really know where, how to get them. Get a put all together. Maybe somewhere in the shipyard? I don't know. Can't go to the yard because Dragos hates us or something. Could be something in the low end, but we don't have money to pay to enter the low end now. So it looks like what we're gonna have to do is assist the shipbuilders. Oh, we do actually get cryo out of this. That's cool. Ah! Ouch! Hang on a minute. If we have a possibility of losing energy, I want to not start starving. Because, yeah, 2 dice, that sucks. That sucks. Nice. Okay. So we've gotten halfway on the clock. We are fine on Energico. Oh no. That sucks, Valor. Hi, welcome back. And off we go to EP land. EP. God, that's a lot of energy lost. Okay. 2 6-point dice. That's really solid. But hey, Fang has stuff for us to do. As you arrive, Fang comes striding towards you, taking you by surprise. Let's go, Sleeper. He puts a hand on your shoulder and turns you back the way you came. Go where? To see Hardenhurst. He gives you a sideways glance. Isn't that what you're here for? He steps into the passageway, guiding you down ring towards the shipyard. Sorry for the hurry, but we have something of an opportunity. Wait, we're just gonna go confront the guy? The data you ripped. Well done, by the way. He grins. Tells me Harden is making a rare inspection of the sidereal horizon this cycle. It's the perfect chance to confront him outside of that compound he hides in. Fang takes a sharp turn onto a dimly lit side passage. What is the sidereal horizon? Still catching up? As the massive colony ship being built out in the shipyard. Biggest commission Havenage has ever had. Fang slows and slips into a dark service tunnel where, somewhere in the back, a water pipe drips. It's him, Sleeper. The same Hardenhurst. Our worm ripped out decades of records that mention him by name, an entire trail of documentation from the first days of the Solheim collapse until now. He wrote out the whole thing, slipped into Havenage when it first broke off from the Union. He paces into the tunnel, a hand rubbing at the back of his head. I need to understand something about Solheim, Sleeper. I don't know what you know about the collapse, but it wasn't as instant as it sounds. It wasn't like Solheim was there running the station one day and the next Erlin's Union took power. Back then, Solheim knew this place was slipping away from them. As the palladium market collapsed, they tried to keep the contractors here working. The pay got smaller, the cost got higher. People like my parents were forced to work non-stop just to keep a berth on the station and water in their tanks. Solheim squeezed every last worker until the mistakes, the accidents were coming in non-stop. And as new waves of contractors came in, desperate to work, Solheim welcomed them, taking bribes instead of checking pilot licenses. The whole time, Solheim was folding up, dragged into court cases in the central systems, while this severed limb of a station still desperately tried to take all it could. Jeez. The riots came in after the collision at Dock 2. A young pilot, his MEV overloaded with palladium, miscalculated his trajectory and took out a section of the ring. Hundreds died. Thousands panicked. My parents told me their people were terrified, and the blame fell squarely on Solheim. People like to tell stories about Erlin, how he brought the factions together, spoke to the crowd, surfed out turfed out Solheim? Maybe that's true. But my mother, pregnant with me, locked herself in the MEV and welded itself to the dock while my father joined the improvised crews, trying to seal up the ragged edges of the gap. He never came back. Fang pauses in the dark. They sealed it up, though, and by the time they did, Solheim was gone, abandoning every one of us to the black. Apart. Fang finally turns back to you now, his eyes burning, from shits like Hardin. Shits who held their place, rode it out, and slipped into the new structure like nothing had changed, standing shoulder to shoulder with those they had exploited at every step. Fang starts walking again. That's why I can't just let him strut about the shipyard. This time, his patch catches up with him. How are we gonna do this? Are you just gonna walk up to him and say, "Hey, I have evidence that you're an asshole, and that you're a corporate exploitative snake," and then he's just gonna go, "Oh, well, sorry, boss. I guess I'll just go put a gun in my mouth." No, it's not gonna. Idiot. Fang rejoins the main passageway, which is now wide and glass-roofed. Through the ceiling, you can see ships in mid-construction, their flanks lit by flashes of plasma torches. The entrance to the shipyard is ahead. This is crazy. Fang turns to look at you. Don't come, then. I won't force you. You stand across from each other in the corridor. What is it then, Sleeper? You coming or not? Fine, I'm going. It's not gonna work out the way you think it will, though. Fang grins. Let's show this shithead some consequences. He strides to the shipyard entrance and pushes through the doors. A web of corridors leading through the complex. Snatches of the construction bays always appearing through windows. Ships are suspended like whale corpses. Skeletal, imposing. Fang seems to know exactly where he is going, and before long, you cross into a huge dry dock locked to one side of the sidereal horizon. A network of platforms and scaffolding cling to the ship's hull, filled with workers and equipment. The sound is stretched out by the vast space so that the welding, cutting, and sealing seems to come from everywhere at once. Both you and Fang spot them at the same time, a group walking slowly across a gantry. And at the front, two men, one gesturing towards the ship and the other stick-thin, cleanly dressed, with a shock of gray hair. Hardin. You and Fang say his name in unison, and Fang sets off up the staircase to the gantry with you following behind. As you come closer to the same level, the group is passing closer. The foreman gesturing to the work being done throughout the dock, and Nargacuga nodding along. Hardin Hurst! Fang shouts across the noise, taking you by surprise. His voice bounces and comes back in a rippling echo. The figures turn. Yes? Hardin asks quizzically, raising an eyebrow. Yeah, this guy looks like he's probably eaten babies before. He glances between you and Fang and sees his gaze linger on your body, unsure why a sleeper might be in this place. You are a traitor, Hardin. A Solheim executive who tried to hide it here among its victims. Fang's voice is steady, strong. You stand for everything that I was rebuilt in the shadow of, against everything Erlin stood for, against everything Havanage stands for. You have no place on this station. For a moment, stillness descends on the group, as if everyone was held in place by the rattle of construction. Well, it's good to meet you too. He glances around those around him. Some are smiling, the others are nervous. You are from the systems branch, are you not? Asks Hardin, inspecting Fang's clothing. Fang turns to the foreman. You need to call your security. This man is a corporate agent. The foreman glances between Fang and Hardin, his hands drumming at his sides. Hardin leans towards him and says something inaudible. The foreman nods. It's true. As he begins speaking, Hardin turns his attention towards you. And what would a sleeper know about that? You accuse me of being a corporate agent. What are you, if not exactly that? He looks around at the group who are already eyeing you with suspicion. You are a product of Essenarp. You have no place in the Havenage shipyard. Who knows what signals you are sending back to your makers? A murmur of approval runs through the group. Fang holds up a stick of memory. You guessed right! I am Systems. And I have records that link you directly to Solheim right here. He turns to the foreman again. So once again, I am asking you to take this man to the custody of the shipyard. The foreman remains still. Hardin's voice is calm, measured. If you have such data, why hasn't it been submitted at a members' meeting for proper review? He shakes his head. I have nothing to hide. Unlike a man who does not announce his name, who enters my shipyard with corporate property in tow, and who tries to turn my own men against me. This is what I told you would happen, you idiot! You hear it now, the echoing sound of boots on walkways coming at all angles at once and then settling behind you. Please, says Hardin, submit the data through the correct channels, then we can talk. For now, however, you must leave. He gestures behind you to the security detail, their hands on boxy black sidearms at their sides. Fang spits. Hardin, you shithead. You can't wriggle out of this one. A security officer draws their weapon and levels it. Fang turns and stares him down. You're not... This isn't gonna work out. You look at Fang. He shakes his head and puts a hand on your shoulder. Let's go, says Fang, and he pushes through security, heading back down the walkway. Once security has walked you out of the shipyard and nudged you back into the corridor, Fang picks up pace. You try to keep up as he slips into the shadows of an entrance. Fang is grinning from ear to ear. You know, Sleeper, sometimes people are exactly how you expect them to be. Something pings in his pocket and he takes it out. Oh, really? On the slate, a web of connections starts drawing itself out, stretching to a set of points around the ring. Got him, mutters Fang. Okay, I'm glad you had a backup plan. You seemed a little bit too smart to just do what you just did for no reason. What's going on? Hardin is doing what any sneaky shithead always does, calling his friends. We are tracking his outgoing messages. Fang's grin looks ghostly in the uplight of screen. Ugh. The old ways are best. Spook them good enough and they'll give the game away. He jabs at the slate and you see the web is being drawn over a map of the ring, lines bouncing from point to point. All these dots, these are Hardin's buddies. The ones he's messaging right now, and we are gonna find them all. That was on purpose! Of course. Hardin isn't working alone. We need the full set or nothing. Fang glances around and slips the slate back into his pocket. We better split for now, Sleeper, but this is exactly what we need. Good hunting. With a pat on your shoulder, Fang drifts away, back into the flow of people around the shipyard entrance. You watch him go, unsure whether to be angry or impressed. Yeah, maybe. I still think that was a little reckless. Oh, hey! Right, we need 2 upgrade points. I'm a dumbass. But you know, we're getting close. We're getting real close. Real close. Okay, now we just spend our actions and get another very long-winded set of dialogue. Oops. Yeah, there's no point in doing that. Stop. Release me. Alright. Let's just do it. There we go. +2. Maybe we'll get another positive. Ah! I am a mastermind and wielder of dice. Yes, it is done. So hey, damn it. I'm gonna get tracked. Fang, you were supposed to help me. I hate you. Fang. I bet you the tasty food gives you more energy. Just a maybe across my lips. A maybe, baby. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Fungus. Fungus. Yes, thought so. Oh, hey. I don't know why, but I want to hack you. I want to hack you. I want to hack you. Hack, 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 hack. A cache of raw data. Hack, 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 hack. What is this? It's another heavy nature. Okay. Well, there's nothing we can use there. Ba-doop. Oh! Ho, 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 ho. You can't, seriously? You can just sell the ship mine fragments? Why would you do that? I don't know why, but I don't feel like I want to give them gang stuff. Sidereal horizon. Ooh. Ooh. If you don't need a ship mine, but there are so many things you could need a ship mine for in this game. I've already found 2. I am sure that there is possibly a 3rd. Unless you can get more than 1 ship mined, in which case, that's fine. Ooh. Ooh. Man, here I am, presented with opportunities to use my 2 best skills, and I'm not sure what to do. What drives do we have? Build ship mind. Oh, we need access to the Ord Fabricator. Ooh, interesting. That'll have to come in mind. Yes, I know engineering does give components, which is a point of consideration. So we need a ship mine for 2 different things, and we can get no emphasis. Okay, so I do want to do this, but we might, yeah. We need access to the Ord Fabricator. Oh, we can just do it by selling. We can just do it by selling scrap, can't we? Okay, so we can run that clock. We'll get money out of it, and that basically means we should be doing the engineering thing. Engineering's great for money. Makes you money 2 ways. No. Okay. Let's do it. Ooh. And I got scrap out of it. Hell yeah. If you get 3 negatives, you get bumped down the list, so that's rough. But I don't know if there's anything else I want to use my 1 point die on. And this is probably the best chance that we'll have. Don't do it! Yes! Aha! Okay, we're good. Well. It's the end of the cycle for us. And once we end this cycle, we're gonna run that clock, and we're gonna get found. Complete active scenes. Oh, I don't get to finish yet. I have to do this stuff. No, I noticed. I just wanted to do it later because I'm tired and I want to end stream. All right, we'll do the scene and then call it good from there. From the walkway, the sidereal horizon looks impossibly vast, a landscape of plating and frames. Along her flanks, torches flicker, drones maneuver, arc lights glint. The sense of scale of industry is both stunning and strangely unsettling. She's quite beautiful, I think. You turn to see a figure a little way down the walkway, leaning at the railing. He is thin, ragged, his work gear poorly fitting and loose. The torches of the sidereal horizon flicker in his eyes as he turns to you. Lem. He leans back from the rail, revealing a child standing beside him, staring out at the ship. And this is Mina, he adds with a smile. Hi, Lem. Hi, he replies plainly, then shifts a little closer down the rail. Mina stares and tucks herself behind Lem, who dutifully picks her up. Mina looks out from Lem's chest, a dark brown eye twinkling among the rough material. You working on her then? Lem asks eagerly, gesturing to the vast ship, or just admiring. Can't I say both? Me too. He flashes a half-inch pass. I knew it just to look at you. I mean, he stumbles a little over his words, not wanting to be misunderstood. I mean, you look like a worker. Hi, Lou. We're coming right. Oh, thank you. We are coming over to the end here. You're catching us. We were just wrapping up this last scene before we bed down for the night. She's Mina, and my ticket out to this place. Our escape vector, so to speak. How? You haven't heard? Anyone who takes a Havenage contract in the Sidereal Horizon will be entered into a draw for transit support crew. We won't get to sleep the journey, though, but a couple of decades of service will be nothing for me and Mina if it means landfall in a new world. Transit support? Uh-huh. Someone needs to stay awake to keep things running. He straightens up, stretching his back. That's a colony ship, friend. The Sealess Foundation is sending thousands to settle a system well outside the reach of the core worlds. It'll be a totally independent colony. No surrogacy, no corporations. Sounds crazy. Could be. But you see another way out of here? This way, we can build a home somewhere with real gravity, real air, rain. He plays with Mina's hair absentmindedly. Rain, Mina. You'd love that, I think. Mina responds by pushing his hand away. Yanni, she whispers. Food. Pulling an exaggerated, grumpy face. She glances furtively at you and she plays with a set of dog tags that hang from Lem's neck. I'm just chatting a little, meanie. Give Daddy a sec. He turns back to you and you suddenly notice how tired he looks. I'm not in the Havenage crew yet, but I'll work my way in. You can do it too, friend. We have to stick together. He smiles a little shakily, and you wonder how long he's been working to break into the official shipyard crew. Yeah, maybe. He looks out at the sidereal horizon, as if trying to pull energy from those flickering torches from the vast hull. We've got to hold out, okay? You aren't quite sure if he is talking to you. That's how it works. While he stares out, Mina catches your eye curiously. You agree, Mina? She straightens up and meets your eye. Daddy loves me. She says it stubbornly, daring you to question her. Lamb lifts his eyes, smiles, and lifts Mina. That's it. We hold on. He smiles sheepishly at you. We are just a couple of softies, isn't that right, Mina? He sets her down, standing by his side, and she clings to his leg. Gotta go feed this one. He pats her back. Maybe see you on a shift, huh? He turns, and they walk down the walkway, away from the shipyard. You see them talking, and then a moment later, Mina turns around and stops. See you, robot! Yep, that's me, robot. Her shout echoes down the walkway, and she flashes you a parting smile before running up to catch up with Lem. You watch them a little before you turn back to the impossible scale of the sidereal horizon. A ticket out. Well, that's actually very interesting. I guess we had to find like a tangible way of escape eventually. Okay. 10 seconds since last autosave. I am very tired. Sorry that your timing is a little unfortunate, Lou, because we are ending just a little bit early. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum. Well, in any case, thank you guys so much for being here with me on another Monday. I know that Citizen Sleeper is a little bit different than a traditional visual novel, but I hope that it is giving you guys a long and actionable chance to sit here and listen to my voice, as I know you guys love to do. And I'm hoping that, yeah, you guys find this game really fun, because I do too. I find it really interesting, even if it is a lot of reading. But then again, what kind of novel type game isn't? So, looking forward to that next Monday. We'll catch you guys Wednesday for more Pacific Drive, and it'll be an hour earlier than we started today, since we'll accommodate for daylight savings time. What? Lou, what'd you do? Did you break it? Anyway, have a fantastic night, everyone. Please, as always, be well to yourself and others until I see you next. And I will see you all in this very next stream. Ciao, ciao. Poor Lou, it worked for Star, but not you. That sucks. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.